Right now, the Marines have a great onboarding program. Maybe you've heard of it. It's a 13-week program. They call it boot camp. And even after that 13-week program, do they just send people off? All right, 13 weeks, you're a Marine, go crazy, kid. No. They send them to infantry school. How about after that? They put them in a fire team of 3 Marines with a fire team leader who's with them all day, every day. Here's what I want you to do. A, B, C, and D. Are you with me? Are you sure? You show me a 19-year-old kid who's a fire team leader, I'll show you a better manager than 90% of senior executives I've ever met. Because the biggest myth about developing young people today is that somehow you have to do it from an arm's length. We need to use computers. We need to use newfangled ideas. No. The biggest myth is that they want to be left alone. They do not want to be left alone. You show me a Gen Yer who wants to be left alone, I'll show you somebody who doesn't care about the work, doesn't care about the company, doesn't care about the clients, or thinks his or her immediate boss is a clown, and they're just trying to hide out. I promise you, this is true of Generation Xers, but it's 1,000% with Generation Y. They look at their immediate boss and they think one of 2 things. They either think, you're in charge of me, or they think, wow, good thing you're in charge of me. And I promise you, it's not the people who are weak and hands-off that they're looking for. Who wants a weak leader? Now, the biggest mistake leaders and managers make is being too hands-off. Well, the genius of that mentoring program is just that it requires managers to engage, to roll up their sleeves and help people. What's missing in the workplace is not leadership. You know, we put people into positions of supervisory responsibility, and we never teach them how to do the people work. And then every once in a while, we send them to a leadership class. And somebody tells me, you got to inspire them. See, you got to light the fire in their belly. You got to understand their deep inner motivations. You got to praise them and help them find a best friend. Really? I think most people walk out of those programs thinking, gee, I guess that's not me. So I got a bunch of work I need to get done. You got any tips for that? See, the number one myth is what we call the myth of empowerment. Here's the myth of empowerment. That somehow the way to empower people is to leave them alone to manage themselves. That somehow people do their best work when they're left alone. That's only true on that planet where everyone gets a trophy. Here on planet Earth, most people do their best work when they have guidance, direction, support, and coaching from a more experienced person. Sink or swim is not empowerment, it's negligence. Reinvent the wheel is not empowerment, it's negligence. Do it however you think it should be done, even though it's not up to you, is not empowerment, it's negligence. Real empowerment requires the hard work of a manager, a leader, on the front lines, somebody who's willing to roll up your sleeves and spend time with people, guide them, direct them, coach them, support them, set them up for success. That's what they're looking for.